Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a Monday edition of the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Today is February 3rd, 2025, but this whole week, even though Punxsutawney Phil said that we were going to have extra weeks of winter, it's not going to feel very winterish here in Charlotte. Nope, temperatures are going to be near 70 and almost near 75 in the midweek.
Yeah!
And Loren is here for it.
I am here for it. I didn't even wear a jacket today.
Look at you. Even though it's currently 38 degrees outside here, it will warm up into the 60s. And last night, of course, was the Super Bowl of music, as we like to say, the Grammys. So we'll give you a quick recap for those of you 6 o'clockers who might not have stayed awake to watch it. We'll give you a little bit of what happened last night and tell you about the big winners. One of the big winners, of course, was this young lady, Beyoncé. So what better way to get your week started jumping back into the time machine with Beyoncé and getting crazy in love, Loren?
Love it.
Yeah, we love Beyoncé, and she was a big winner along with some others. I'll give you all the details on that. Mrs. Carter, there she is, Beyoncé, crazy in love, who was at the Grammys last night with Blue Ivy, and looking good with Jay-Z as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, we'll do a full Grammy recap coming up here for you 6 o'clockers who slept in and didn't stay up until 10:30, 11 o'clock to find out who won. We'll have some audio also for you. How was your weekend, though? What'd you get into?
It was great, actually. I needed a weekend of just
no travel.
No travel. Sit down on your booty. Get some household things caught up. I did all my laundry. I Pelotoned all weekend. I played with the kids. It was a great family, just in and quiet, and I needed that.
Good. Yeah. Sometimes Loren, given a day or two off, will try and book travel right away.
Well, you will appreciate this because we are, like most people, taking off for President's Day. And Dallas and I sat down Sunday, and we were like, can we make this work? Like, could we make it to Montana? And we thought there's something called, I think it's called skijorning. And it's skiing behind a horse. It's like the rodeo meets skiing. Okay.
Yeah, you have to try it. And the only place to do it is in Montana.
Well, we thought that their skijorning or whatever it's called was President's Day weekend, but it's in fact this coming weekend. And then when we found out that we were going to miss it either way, we bailed off of it.
Okay.
But we really wanted to go. It looks like a party.
So you want to skijorn in Montana, and if I remember a conversation you had with us last week, you somehow convinced Dallas that you're taking a trip to the Swiss Alps to go skiing as well.
I don't know when that's going to happen, though. That's like a pipe dream. He just said yes to it. It probably won't happen for years, but who knows?
All right. We had a good weekend. Amanda's got a travel week to Atlanta this week, so like she said to me last night, finally she had a glass of wine, and we started watching the Grammy pre-show, the red carpet. She's like, I literally think I was like a robot and did laundry every minute of the day today. She's like, I did the kids' laundry, I did my laundry, and then I did the blankets, and then she's like, I don't think that washer machine took a break at all, And it's so funny. I went in there, and the washer machine was like all crooked because it had been working so hard. I was like, I'll push it back. Don't worry about it.
She's like, the only one working harder than I am in this house is that washing machine.
And then the other thing I thought was really cool was we had a new roof put on our home. And they had some gutter work that they needed to do. And one of the repair people that showed up to do the gutter work, who was the lead contractor, was a woman. And I thought that was just so awesome. Yeah. She had full work boots on.
Love it.
Had her whole work belt on and everything. And, every bit of a woman. And I was like, look at this. This is and I don't know why my brain goes there because it shouldn't. But I was like, it's like a kind of one of those kick-ass reality shows where the woman takes the lead,
Yeah.
But I was just always like seeing that, a woman coming to do what, a lot of people consider to be a man's job, right?
Break the mold.
Up on the ladder doing her thing. So I thought that was really cool. And then my daughter had basketball on Saturday, and we played a team that beat us before, and we're actually probably the second best team in the league behind this team. So all the parents were kind of excited. And I was like, borderline that parent because they're first graders through third graders. So I was borderline that parent who got on a referee because they kept fouling our girls.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, see, you think you're not going to be that parent, and then you get there, and it's just instinct.
Yeah, well, Amanda's like, that's because you like Ruby better. So, like, you never did that for Dean in his soccer. I was like, that's not true. I yelled at the refs in the soccer game, too. But I try not to. Again, they're just kids, and it's more like you're just bringing it to their attention rather than yelling at them. I was like...
Except for you were hollering.
They finally blew the whistle on a call, and I was like, thank you. It's been all game.
Uh-huh.
You hear the slaps. Another parent was like, yeah, I agree. I was like, and then Amanda's like, look at you. I'll try not to yell it out too loud next time. Got the grand prize winner. Someone's going to go off to any Margaritaville of their choice at 8. Loren, couple of the big winners.
Yeah, so I'm going to work kind of backwards here because I think the big news was, of course, album of the year. But best dance and electronic album went to Brat, to Charlie XCX.
Okay.
We had best vocal pop album, Short and Sweet, Sabrina Carpenter.
She gave a good award speech.
And a great performance, too.
All the fans that let my music be heard by the Recording Academy. I want to thank my mom for driving me to every voice lesson in Ballackinwood. And I want to thank my dad and my sisters.
That was sweet. She was real nervous, she said, giving her first Grammy win.
That's sweet. And best new artist went to Chappell Rowan.
And Chappell got up and gave a good speech about how the record labels need to take care of their artists.
Right.
I told myself if I ever won a Grammy and I got to stand up here in front of the most powerful people in music, I would demand that labels and the industry profiting millions of dollars off of artists would offer a livable wage and health care, especially to developing artists.
And she was like, basically in 2020, I was broke.
Yeah.
You know, and I had no health care.
A lot of artists who are quote unquote developing artists are starving artists.
Yeah.
Song of the year went to Kendrick Lamar, Not Like Us.
All the West Coast artists, man, early on. G Malone, Problem, Bad Luck, K-Boy, Daylight, Mike Stroh. These the cats that inspired me to be the MC I am today. Schoolboy, J-Rock, Absol.
I don't know any of those artists, and I'm old.
Of course, Kendrick Lamar is our Super Bowl halftime performer, which we will see on Sunday, and he'll also be here in May.
Yeah.
And then album of the year. I think this was a surprise for everyone, including the winner herself, Beyoncé for Cowboy Carter.
Who just made it in time. She was late to the show.
This is her first Grammy for album of the year.
And she just made it in time. And guess who presented it to her?
Taylor Swift.
There you go.
I'd like to thank and acknowledge and praise all of the firefighters for keeping us safe. I just feel very full and very honored. It's been many, many years.
I apologize. I messed that up. That was for her album of the year win. Her country. She won for best country album.
Yes.
And that's what she had just gotten there for. And that's the album that Taylor Swift, that's the one that Taylor Swift presented her with. And then Taylor and Beyonce were on stage at the same time. And that's like my wife's, that's, you know, that's everything to my wife who loves those artists.
That's funny.
And they had an awkward hug. They did. They had this weird, awkward hug. It was almost like Taylor walked away.
Well, Taylor was like, is Kanye going to jump out again?
Oh, my God. How about Kanye walking the red carpet with his wife completely nude?
Totally naked.
And
well, she did have a dress on, quote unquote, but it was
see-through.
It was 100% sheer.
Yeah, yeah. And I heard the cops took them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what was reported. Also on the Kanye front, he stopped following everyone on Instagram except for Taylor Swift. This dude knows how to bring some publicity to himself, that's for sure. But all in all, I thought it was a good Grammys last night. Does anyone still watch soap operas? Right?
I don't know.
Right? Do you know anybody who watches a soap opera? If this is you, jump on the phone with us real quick. Shoot us a text, 704-570-9595. There's a reason why I'm asking, but go ahead, Ram.
I was going to say, if you walked into a doctor's office or a dentist office in South Florida, they still watch soap operas.
Like they have them on in the waiting room?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like the new thing is the HGTV, and like all the doctor's office, not in South Florida, they're all still watching soap operas.
I don't even know which ones are still on the air.
Me neither. And they might be reruns for all I know.
General Hospital, All My Children, Days of Our Lives.
I think you hit the big three.
As the World Turns. I know these.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I went to. We had
There's a very popular Latino one too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I can't remember the name of it right now.
Selena Esperanza. I don't know. But so my wife and I went to a sushi lunch on Friday, and on one TV was the business channel for all the businessmen and women getting lunch. They have to keep up with the stock market. And then on the other TV was a soap. And, we couldn't hear. It was on mute, but it was just hilarious how crucial they are
I know.
in their acting.
I know.
And Amanda said that her aunt was a huge soap opera fan and like would always watch them. And it was like more than one. You weren't just hooked on one.
Oh, yeah.
You followed the storylines on like General Hospital and then All My Children. And these are shows that were on when I was a kid, you guys. And I don't know. I guess somebody's still watching them. I guess they're still making them. Here, someone texted in and said, I'm still watching General Hospital. I'm 37 and they are not reruns.
Wow.
There's a very famous ESPN analyst and commentator named Stephen A. Smith.
Yes.
He's on General Hospital on Surprise. And he doesn't play himself. I think he plays a doctor, he says.
Really?
Yeah, he does surprise roles. Yeah.
Okay. The Bold and the Beautiful is still on,
that was
too.
another one, huh?
Yeah.
Who else is watching soap operas still? And I mean, I guess you're either home or you're DVRing General Hospital.
Oh my gosh, there's even new daytime soaps. The Gates, Beyond the Gates.
What?
Yeah. I've never heard of it.
Are the actors still the same? Like, I mean, is there an actor who's been on General Hospital for 30 plus years?
The Young and the Restless.
Someone said my grandfather learned English watching General Hospital.
I will say, I do hear that from a lot of people who learn English, that they actually watch things. Like, I know a lot of au pairs in the area who watched Disney Channel growing up, and that's how they practiced English.
Lorenz, someone says Days of Our Lives, hot man, you got to jump on it. It's worth it.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
General Hospital, Bold and the Beautiful, Young and the Restless, and I still watch them. I used to watch Days of Our Lives, but I stopped watching that one. What happened? Did the storyline get bad? I mean, all the text messages coming in is crazy. Let's see. My grandmother learned English from watching General Hospital. I still watch when I'm charting. Sonny is still the same actor. He's been there for years. My grandmother and I watched Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and The Bold and the Beautiful. We call and catch up on the episodes. I'm 26.
Oh, I love that. But like, what a generational gap, you know?
I know.
And you can still bond over the soaps, the daytime soaps.
I wanna get someone on, and I want to talk to them about it. We'll do it here in a minute with Maney and the Rim. Got our friend Heather on the phone. Hi, Heather.
Good morning.
Heather, do you love soaps?
I only watched The Bold and the Beautiful. I started watching it when I was a teenager with my mother, so it's been over 30 years. And when you watch it on demand, it's like 18 minutes with no commercials.
How many storylines are on a typical episode? Because I don't watch it, I'm not aware of it. But when my wife and I were sitting at the sushi restaurant watching it the other day, it seemed like they had 3 different storylines going with 4 different actors or 6 actors.
Well, that's about standard. But in the Bold and the Beautiful, I mean, the same group of like 15 people get married off and onto each other back and forth, and it's just absurd. Like, what life would that really be?
I love that they're like 18-minute episodes, though, when you watch them on demand, because like that is a chore, right? You fold laundry during catching up on your Bold and the Beautiful, or whatever it may be.
Exactly.
Have you tried any of the other ones? Like General Hospital, I see in the text messages is really popular. Days of Our Lives, no.
I wonder if they still get paid as much as they used to. Like, soap opera stars used to get bank. Like, they got the bag.
I always wondered, like, what they made. I've never even, like, paid attention to it. But, like, some of the ones on Bold and Beautiful have been there since I was watching with my mom.
Yeah.
So
good for them. They know their angle. They're not jumping out of their lane.
yeah,
all right.
I mean, they're aging pretty well. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Heather. Have a great, bold, and beautiful day.
All right. Y'all too. Bye.
Station in a traffic light in Cowpen?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a gas station?
Yes.
Okay. Traffic lights?
1.
Yeah, 1.
Wow.
Awesome.
1.
All right, Corey and Cowpen, and you said it's down near Gaffney, right?
Yes, it's past Gaffney going towards Spartanburg.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Love it.
Geez, you can almost pick us up on our sister station that we broadcast on, HD 98.3.
Yeah.
You're down there. All right, we're going to play a game with you since the Grammys were Sunday night. We're going to ask you a couple Grammy-related questions. We'll see how you do, okay?
Okay.
All right, which artist won all of the Big Four Grammy Awards? Best New Artist, Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year, all on the same night. Best New Artist, Album of the Year, Record of the Year, and Song of the Year, all on the same night. Was it Adele, Billie Eilish, Christopher Cross, or Norah Jones?
So you're not talking about this specific
No,
Grammys.
not
You're
this
just talking
specific.
about Grammys past
Yep.
in general.
It would only happen one time that somebody won all Big Four categories. Adele,
I'm gonna have
Billie
I'm gonna
Eilish. Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna have to go with Billie Eilish.
Yeah, that's incorrect. That's what I was thinking, or
No.
Adele even. It's Christopher Cross.
Really?
Yeah, you remember Sailing Takes Me
Oh,
Away.
yeah.
Yeah, he won
Wow.
all those in 1981, by the way. All right,
Oh,
no
wow.
biggie. Let's move on. Which artist holds the record for the most Grammy Awards won in a single night? So forget the Big Four categories, just the most Grammy Awards in a single night. Beyonce, Michael Jackson, Adele, or Eric Clapton?
I'm gonna have to go with Beyonce on this one.
Michael Jackson, that what you said?
No, I said Beyonce.
No, you said Michael Jackson.
No, Beyonce is not correct. Michael Jackson is correct. I thought I heard her say that.
I thought so, too.
Yeah. All right. Congratulations. You got one right. Good for you.
Okay.
Follow along, Corey. Here we go. What year did the first Grammy Awards take place? 1969, 79, 89, or 59?
I'm gonna have to go with 69.
She say 59?
I think she said 59. I
She
think
did,
you're right.
Yeah. All right. There's another one right. Good for you, Corey. You're good at this. Lastly, here we go. Which album won the Grammy for Album of the Year in 2020? When We All Fall Asleep, Where Did We Go by Billie Eilish. Thank You Next by Ariana Grande. Cause I Love You by Lizzo. Or I by Bon Iver, sorry.
Oh.
2020. Album of the Year.
We're all locked up in our houses.
Not
What
yet,
were the
Loren.
options again?
It was Billie Eilish, Ariana Grande, Lizzo, or Bon Iver.
I'm gonna have to go with Ariana Grande.
Did she say Billie Eilish?
Billie Eilish.
That's what I
Yeah,
heard,
that's
right?
what I heard, too.
Billie
Yeah,
Eilish. All right, congratulations. Good job, Corey, all the way down there in Calvin. Thank you so much for listening to the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Got a nice prize for you.
All right. I'm so excited.
Yeah, you're going to come up to the big city of Charlotte to the Spectrum Center and check out aespa, a K-pop band, and you got yourself a pair of tickets, okay?
All right. Thank you.
You
You're
got it.
welcome. Have a great time.
Yeah, we'll have, hold on a second, we'll have more tickets for you all week long to go check out aespa with Maney and Loren on Kiss 95.1. Loren and I talked about the Grammys and played our favorite moments from the Grammys earlier this morning, including a little nugget about Kanye being taken away by the cops.
Mm-hmm.
If you missed it, go grab it wherever you listen to your podcasts or wherever you stream any kind of content. Spotify, Kiss 95.1 app would be good to have on your phone. You can stream us live 24/7.
You should always be taking us with you.
Mm-hmm.
We'll follow you around.
That voice in your ear all the time. Loren and I, as if we're not annoying enough during the morning, you can have us all day. Stream us, please. Plug us into your phone and take us with you in your earpods, and you get great content from the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Like on Friday, when I said that when you sneeze, because Loren had a sneeze attack, when you sneeze, that means that someone is lying. Someone in your life is lying, and you'd never heard that before.
I'd never heard that before. And my grandmother was full of, like, superstitions.
Did she ever hear that one?
No.
No?
No, not the sneezing. I've heard, like, if your ears are ringing, someone's talking about you. If your left palm is itchy, you are about to lose money. If your right palm's itchy, you're about to get money.
Oh, really? I didn't know that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like you give money with your left, you take money with your right. So if one's itchy or the other's itchy, it's a give or take.
What are these called? It's not like a superstition.
No,
It's
I
got to
think
be.
it's just superstitions. I think.
But like a superstition is also like don't walk under a ladder. If a
Yeah.
mirror breaks, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess it kind of falls in that line. Because somebody texted on Saturday, they were listening to our podcast, the replay of the Maney and Loren show. And they said, just to chime in, I know I'm late, but I also heard if your nose itches, that means that someone is lying to you. So if somebody's talking to you and your nose itches, it means you're lying. Or they're lying.
Didn't somebody text us and say if your nose is itchy or you sneeze, it means Sancho's is at your house or something?
In the Latino community.
Yeah, and we were like, what? And the more I thought about it, I was like, oh, that's a person's name, and they're at your house because your wife is cheating. I got it.
Yeah.
I had to walk myself through that, but I got it.
But you texted me yesterday, you texted me and said that your friend agreed with me that she also had heard that. Yeah,
and
good.
I just don't understand. I was like, I literally have never heard that before.
Yeah, if someone sneezes, that means that someone is talking bad about you. That's what I heard. Obviously, we were calling them old wives' tales, remember? And I thought it was an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
Hey, does anybody else have any of these other ones? I want to start a list of things that happen to you physically, and it means that someone is doing something to you in a non-physical way. Someone says they're called ages.
Oh.
Adages. I've always heard if your feet are itching, you're going to walk on new grounds, new opportunities. Ooh.
Love that.
My toe's been itchy all morning. Happy you're with us. And you're happy to be in the Charlotte area because you're going to enjoy warm temperatures this week.
Woo woo.
Nobody's more happy about that than Loren.
Nope. I'm going to be a little lizard sitting in my sun.
I love it. My wife and my daughter were laying on the driveway yesterday soaking up the sun.
Yep.
In the 60s. All right, so we're talking about old wives' tales. I told Loren when she was having a sneezing attack the other day that someone is lying in her life.
I had never heard that before.
She never heard that, but your friend confirmed that she's also heard that.
Yes.
So we want to know about these old wives' tales. Anonymous is on the phone. What's up, Anonymous?
Hey, man, how you doing?
We're good. Anonymous, what have you heard?
If your left eye is jumping, something bad is about to happen.
If your left eye is jumping, so like,
Right.
Aren't those
Like a
those are
muscle
called
spasm, like
a
yeah,
twitch.
like a silent migraine?
yeah,
Ooh.
something bad's about to happen. It usually happens to me.
No, I was going to say, can you confirm that?
It usually happens to me.
Oh, man. I appreciate it. I get ear rings a lot, Anonymous. And when your ear is ringing, supposedly someone is talking bad about you or just talking about you.
Yes.
Rachel says when your ears are ringing, there's a spirit or past loved one near you.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Someone says if you don't make your bed in the morning, you'll be tired all day. If you bite your tongue while talking, you're lying,
Oh.
Ashley says.
I've heard if a bird flies in your house, somebody in your life is going to pass, but that's not like bodily.
Oh, my God. Remember the bird was in my room the other day? Mm-hmm. And on our vacation.
You were in Mexico, though, so maybe
Let me check your
hopefully
pulse.
that stayed there.
If a broom falls, that means company is coming. 704 just texted in. My grandma would say not to let her sweep over my feet or I'll never get married when I was little. When you choke on food, somebody is remembering you. What?
Okay.
If your nose itches, you will kiss a fool.
Would you say something about your feet before?
Oh, yeah. If your feet are itchy, that means you're walking into opportunity.
You're walking into opportunity, or you just have athlete's foot.
How about when it's cold season? Someone says if you get a random cold and shiver, that a ghost has just walked through you.
I have heard that, actually.
And, of course, you know the one about the bird poop.
Oh, yeah. If a bird poops on you, it's good luck.
Yeah.
That's just what the rest of us tell you to feel better.
I love this. Roast your ex like a clothing brand or a store.
Yeah. So there was a creator on Instagram who her followers were asking her to rate exes and compare them to clothing lines and other products as well. And then BuzzFeed picked it up and other women started to chime in on it. And these are actually really funny. So one woman said, I would compare them to Ross because I settled for less. Gerber, because he's still a mama's boy.
Ah.
I like this one. Temu. The product was not as pictured. Forever 21, because he refuses to grow up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
These are women describing their exes based on brands and clothing lines. How about Shein? Cute, but runs small. IKEA, this one's funny. Complicated instructions, lots of work, and missing pieces.
Oh, these are good.
Yeah. And then,
And by the way, they work for women too, let's be fair.
100%. 100%.
Especially IKEA.
And these were just women Especially
Especially
they just
IKEA.
happened. Especially IKEA. Come on. How about Amazon Prime? Arrived quickly, but I should have read the full reviews first.
Yes.
And Diesel because of all the gaslighting.
All right. Those are good. We'll post up. There's a couple more. We'll post them up on our website also. All right. Loren's going to get us updated on everything happening around Charlotte with the 3 in the QC coming up here in just a minute. Don't go anywhere with Maney and Loren.
Haley, welcome to the Maney and Loren Morning Show.
Hi there.
Hi, you're playing Campy Loren today.
I'm excited.
Me too.
She's got some help, Loren. Her 2-year-old is in the car.
Oh, okay.
All
If she
right.
starts to cry, that means true. If she stays silent, that's false.
Haley is playing this morning out in the mountains up in Western Carolina, heading towards Morganton. We appreciate you listening. Love you guys out there. Still thinking about you. So do us a favor and throw Loren out of the studio.
All right, get out of the studio, Loren.
I'm going.
All right, Haley threw you out. She's walking out. She's got her phone in hand, her coffee in hand, and the door closes. She's gone. She can't hear these questions. There's no speakers or anything out there. She's got 95 wins. Let's see if she gets to 96. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, congrats to this singer for winning Album of the Year at the Grammys with the album Cowboy Carter. Who is that?
I want to say Tyler. I do not know that one.
Okay. This aspiring Kardashian lawyer paid for 90 inmate firefighters to go to the Fire Aid concert last week. Which Kardashian is trying to get her law degree?
Kim Kardashian.
And the famous groundhog saw his shadow, giving us 6 more weeks of winter. What's his famous name? Do you know the groundhog?
I do not know that one.
All right. Pete Davidson is getting rid of his tattoos, and he says it's way more painful than he could ever imagine. He dated which Wicked star?
Ariana Grande.
Dogman won the box office this past weekend. It's produced by the same creators who made this kid's movie about underwear, and it's a book series, too.
Captain Underpants.
All right. Come on in. Good question, you guys. Come on in, Loren. One of our interns wrote the questions today. Did a good job.
Okay. Are they hard?
She got 3 correct.
Okay.
So let's see how you do, Loren. Here we go. Question number 1. Congrats to this singer for winning Album of the Year at the Grammys with Cowboy Carter.
Beyonce.
Beyonce is the answer we were looking for. Cowboy Carter, of course. She said Tyla. She's like, I'm not so sure about that.
I watched it.
You took a shot.
1-0, Ren. This aspiring Kardashian lawyer paid for 90 inmate firefighters to go to the Fire Aid concert.
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah, that's right. It's Kim. Haley knew that, so it's 2-1. And the famous groundhog saw his shadow, giving us 6 more weeks of winter.
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's correct. That's the question that we were going to ask. What's his name?
Oh, okay.
Look at her. And do you want to
I have a picture with Punxsutawney Phil from when I lived in Pennsylvania, and I was Miss Pennsylvania USA. We did an appearance together, if you will.
Loren
Sorry,
did an appearance with the groundhog. And
every single time. And the groundhog was a bigger deal than I was.
Yeah, right? Wasn't that true? Loren was there as Miss Pennsylvania USA. She had a small line. Everybody wanted pictures with the damn groundhog.
Yeah.
You can't
Including
compete.
me.
You can't compete with the groundhog. By the way, she did not get that one, so the score right now is 3-1 Ren.
Right.
Pete Davidson is getting rid of his tattoos. He says it's more painful than you can imagine. He dated which Wicked star?
Ariana Grande.
That's correct, and Haley knew that, so it is 4-2. And Dogman won the box office this past weekend. It's produced by the same creators who made this kid's movie about underwear. It's also a book series. Any idea? Good
don't.
clue
My
in there.
son, Cash, does want to see this movie,
Dogman.
Dogman, but I
3,
don't know who did the other one.
2, 1.
No idea.
No answer, huh? All right.
What was it?
Haley knew that one. Captain Underpants.
Oh, gosh. Loren, listen to the context clues.
Gene loves that one. However, Loren, you still won 4-3, so you got to 96 wins. Good job.
Yeah.
Haley, you know what we want to hear.
My name's Haley, and I couldn't beat Loren.
Thanks for playing, Haley.
Thank you for having me.
Anytime. You're welcome back to retry her. 96 wins. I hate to dog dogs.
Okay.
Because do you know what today is?
Is it National Doggy Day?
It's National Doggy Date Night.
Oh.
Yeah, it's your chance to hang out with your pup on National Doggy Date Night. You're working all day, running errands, spending time with your family and your loved ones. How about slowing down to spend some quality time with your pooch, your
That's
bestie,
cute.
your so-called bestie?
I feel like everyone is really pushing a dog on me in this moment. Like a lot, like my friends are.
Well, that's because your friend almost bought a dog in Florida and flew it back to Charlotte
Actually,
with her.
Yeah, both of them. Oh, two of them almost did. But I don't know. I think I want a dog, and I asked my friend Kim if I can watch her dog because I'm like, I think I just need like.
Yeah, you travel so much.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. I just need to scratch that itch, no pun intended, with someone else's dog.
Do you think your son Cash, being on the spectrum, could use a therapy dog? Have you ever spoke to? So if you go on vacation and a trip, the dog goes with you.
Yes, but dogs, like when they're not working, are still dogs.
Yeah,
you know. At the end of the day, I gotta clean up hair, poop. I mean, it's a whole thing.
My dog yesterday, and this is where I want to go with the conversation, and I would love for you guys to chime in, dog owners. Let's make fun of our pets for a minute. Our favorite little doggies. My dog is in the backyard barking. Now, you know I have a fence, and I've talked about it on the air before. So I let her go out in the backyard, and I don't need to keep an eye on her. She just kind of roams around, does her thing. Well, she's out there barking and barking and barking. Finally, I go out there. I'm like, what are you barking at? You know what she's barking at?
A squirrel.
No, it's not even that cool. It's an inanimate object. The swing is waving in the wind on the kid's swing set, and she's full on in front of the swing set barking. I wanted to grab video so bad, but of course I didn't have my phone on me. And then she stopped when I went back out there to try and take video because Loren, it was hilarious. She was down. She's a boxer. So if you know the boxer build, they get down in the stance. They're all bowed up, and she's barking at that swing.
I'm going to get you, swing. I tear you up.
And every time it would swing forward towards her, and it was just doing...
Would she jump back?
It was just doing light swings. You know what I mean? Like, just enough the wind was just pushing it. Yeah, she would back up. So what inanimate object does your dog bark at? 704-570-9595. The other thing our beautiful pets do is they bark at real life stuff. Like, my dog will hear the UPS truck brakes. She won't, like, she can hear the truck coming, but the minute the squeaky brakes hit, she jumps off the couch and she starts barking.
Yeah, it's like a decibel that only dogs can hear. It probably hurts her ears.
I'm like, dude, that's Brian. He's our guy. You know him. That's just true boxer behavior, Maney. Our boxer growls and barks at the dishwasher.
My mom's got these two little dogs, and she could walk outside with me for like, I don't know, 30 seconds and come back in. And it's like we've just arrived all over again. The dog's barking. It's like chewing on its toys. I'm like, Taz, we were gone for 30 seconds.
It like doesn't remember you. All right. What's your dog bark at? It's the Maney and Loren show. It's Kiss 95.1.
Ashlyn, what's your dog bark at?
The ice maker. He loves ice, but he's terrified of the ice maker.
So when that thing starts to drop the ice and make some noise, your dog just loses it.
He does, and he doesn't stop for a while.
What kind of dog is it?
He's a Great Pyrenees. He's about 150 pounds.
Oh, see, that's the thing, too. That's the other thing that's really funny. When the dogs are big and scared of something like the ice maker. Thanks, Ashlyn. And the ice maker works, y'all. Goes all day.
Yeah.
So that dog's always barking. Hi, Jim.
Hey, how you doing?
We're good, man. What's your dog bark at?
He doesn't necessarily bark. He hates vacuums. And if he's anywhere, he hears a vacuum. His ears pop up, his head pops up, and he's like a missile straight towards it.
You know, my mom...
that thing harder than a linebacker.
My mom used to have a dog that didn't like the vacuum, too, and he would attack it.
You know who else doesn't like vacuums? My son, Dean. Never vacuums up, and he dropped a whole bunch of nerds on the floor the other day. I go, buddy, get the vacuum out and vacuum them up. He didn't even know where it was.
Vacuum? What is that?
He's afraid of vacuums, too. Hi, Kay.
Hi, good morning.
Your dog tries to protect you guys. They have to protect the family sometimes. From what?
From our inanimate Christmas object. We had a Santa Claus that would stand by the fireplace, and the first time she saw it, like, her hunches just raised right up, and she was like, I am protecting my mommy's from this thing, whatever it is. She was not a fan, and it would like sing and dance. And she was ready to tear it up.
Not feeling it.
No, and I actually have a video of that, so I can send it to you guys' Facebook.
Oh,
you guys will get a kick out of it.
Please
do. Thanks, Kay. We appreciate that. Lastly, Daisy. Hi.
Hi.
Yo, these dogs are crazy when they just bark at inanimate objects, and you can't reason with them. They're dogs.
Yeah.
So you know a dog that had an issue with ceiling fans. Tell Loren and Big Al.
Yeah, so she doesn't necessarily bark. She will run away. If you turn the ceiling fan off, gets completely freaked out and will leave the room.
Oh.
If they turn off.
If you turn it off.
That is backwards.
I mean, I've seen some dogs be afraid of like balloons and that kind of thing. Like, I mean,
right.
But a ceiling
It's
fan.
like white noise. They give her some ASMR.
But Al's right. It's like it should be the other way. Like you would think the dog would be barking at something moving, but when the fan's not moving, the dog's like, "Yo, something ain't right."
Yeah, and she will continuously check it throughout the day. Like we will look over and she will glance up at the ceiling fan to make sure it's still on.
Oh my gosh. You're like, Fluffy, we're trying to conserve energy here. Our electric bill was like out of control last month.
Fluffy's like, I'm a huge dog with a lot of fur. I'm sweating. Turn the damn fan on. We appreciate you calling, everybody. By the way, someone says, every time I get a 360 notification, my German Shepherd goes nuts because he thinks my kids have come home. But we still love our pets. And yes, tonight, February 3rd, is National Date Your Dog Night. So enjoy your doggy date. We were just in here talking to our big boss, Quagmire, about the Grammys last night. And he's like, yo, I wasn't even aware of them. And this is a guy who is in the music industry.
Child, listen.
Who runs the country station. But he's right. He's like, I watch a lot of streaming stuff. And if you didn't watch TV or you're not on social media, you're probably not aware of it. In fact, we talked about it earlier this morning. And somebody's like, thanks. I keep up with you. I keep up with what's happening in pop culture through you guys.
A lot of people have cut the cord. They don't even have regular TV.
Yeah, right. But you could watch a lot of this stuff the day after.
Sure.
Big Al, did you see Kanye's wife?
I did.
So you saw all of Kanye's wife.
Too much of it. Now, girl.
Yeah.
That had me hollering.
He knows how to get attention. Doesn't he have a new album coming out or something? Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
And that's the cover.
Oh, that's the cover
of the album, I think. That's what I was reading, yeah.
When they showed up together and she had a black coat on over it, and then she
played it off so nice.
She just
played it off very nice.
And had a very small, very see-through mesh mini dress on. And
If you want to call it that.
If you want to call it that. It was 100%, 1,000% translucent.
And Kanye dressed the complete opposite in all black.
Yes.
So you can't, I mean, the complete opposite. I heard, I saw on X yesterday that the police escorted them out, but this morning,
Like
I'm having a hard time
to sit
verifying
there,
that.
Right? Like in the awards show like that.
No, she just wanted to walk the red carpet because that's where you're going to get all the attention anyway. And look, we're talking about it, right? The rappers, Vultures is the name of the album. And that's why and the cover is pretty much like what she wore down the red carpet. So that's why he did it. So Big Al,
she's naked all the time.
Did you?
She do always be naked.
Always.
That's because Kanye's in charge of her outfits. Did you, Al, watch the show?
I did.
Yeah, what'd you think?
I thought it ate. It was one of like the ones that I felt was more refreshing out of the last couple of years. I actually enjoyed it.
Did you like Beyonce winning the controversial country album
I
award?
sure did, and I'll go to war for it. So, yep.
Loren wasn't that thrilled with Beyonce winning. She felt like...
I just felt like it was kind of a slap in the face because Beyonce has put out a million amazing albums, and then she crosses over into country and puts out a country album, and then they give her a Grammy. It's like...
But it sold really well.
I think it goes to a testament that she can do anything, and it doesn't matter.
Oh, I agree to you, but I think she has amazing albums that should have won Album of the Year before
absolutely.
this.
Hold on a second. She won Country Album of the Year and also Album of the Year.
Yes.
She won 2 categories.
Mm-hmm.
The Country Album one, I think, is the one that is getting everybody all riled up because Lainey Wilson was in there.
Chris Stapleton.
Chris Stapleton was in there. Post was in there.
Morgan Wallen in
I
there?
didn't see Morgan Wallen, but you have the list. Post Malone was in there.
I'ma just hush because Beyonce, good job, my girl.
Yeah, right.
No, I love it for her. I just think, I mean, I would be a little irritated with the Grammys if I was her, is my point.
Yeah, possibly, because like she said, this has been the one that she's wanted.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? For 25 years. So out of 25 years of my career, all these projects I done did, y'all choose this one. Absolutely get that, but I'm just glad my girl can get it.
Kendrick, Not Like Us, won Best Rap Song of the year.
Deserved, and without a shadow of a doubt.
Doechii
That
won
was
Best
history.
Rap Album.
That was history. That was the first mixtape to actually win that category.
Is that right? Yeah, she
right.
gave a real good speech too.
It was a testimony. She ate it.
Yeah, and Beyonce also
There's
won
Best Country.
Best Country Duo and Group, Loren.
That song. Where's the album?
Right here.
Here we go. Okay, Stapleton, Casey Musgraves, Lainey Wilson, Post Malone, Chris Stapleton, Beyonce. Okay, so
Who are you giving it to?
I don't know. I mean,
I thought
obviously
Lainey was gonna
Beyonce,
win.
but Stapleton could have won that. Lainey Wilson could have won that. I mean, I don't know.
But like Big Al said, Beyonce ate last night, and she had just gotten there.
She did.
The timing couldn't have been more perfect.
Perfect timing.
Hey, it's Loren from the Maney and Loren Morning Show. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to our channel and like this video. If you want to see more videos, you can always check out our behind the scenes content or our War of the Roses.